Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is today's second lecture on topic of linear momentum. I'm going to assign this question because still some students are about to join. So give one favor, and then I clear one doubt in textbook homework. So first of all, try this question. Take 3 minutes to solve it. 3 minutes to solve it. I'm going to stop recording, and then I will do this full question myself. Okay, this is June 2020 43 variant. June 2020 43 variant. So please make a diagram. You know it very well how to make a diagram before collision and after collision. Okay. So try your best. First of all, first you try, and then I will do this question myself. And I'm going to pause the recording. So take your time, first of all. Yes, student, I hope so. You've taken a good time and finish the question. I'm going to start this question. So get ready, all of you. He said P particle, mass m kilogram. Okay, this is a P particle and mass is a m kilograms clearly. And second Q particle and mass in the mass is a 0.2 kilograms. Done. So same I write here P and 0.2 and P and Q. This is very clear. He's saying smooth, stable, so smooth plane. So it means no friction at all. You know it very well. Mostly he given us friction free. P is projected with a speed of 2. So he threw the particle this way, and U1 is equals to 2. And towards Q and stationary, it means this U2 is confirmed 0. Okay. After collision P and Q, so this is a before collision and that is after collision. So here before and here after collision. Okay. So he says that they move, P and Q move in opposite direction. So it means they move up. Common sense, when this P will hit the Q, 100% sure Q will go this way. If Q will go this way, so because he said opposite directions motion. So P confirm, we can say it going backwards. Okay, this is a common idea. Now, speeds of both particle given here. So here V1 is 0.5 and V2 is very clear is equals to 1. And now what is asking M? So you know very well, I discussed many times and I repeat again, same concept. Whenever observer's eye is here, okay, you know it very well. So when particle coming back to observer, velocity positive, because going away velocity positive, coming back velocity negative. So let's start formula. M1 U1 plus M2 U2 is equals to M1 V1 plus M2 U2. So V2, sorry. So let's apply this one. So 2 times 2M. So I'm writing here 2 times 2M. So this velocity into that. So I got a 0. Okay. And this one 0.5 into M. But don't say 0.5 because going backwards. So negative. So M times 2 negative 0.5. And this 1 times 2 0.2, 1 times 2 0.2. So 2M comes from here and negative 0.5 come from here and plus 0.2. It goes subtract here, add here. So I get a 2.5 M equal to 0.2. And if I divide 0.2 by 2.5, so my answer is coming with me. Mass is getting 0.0 kilograms. So Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen. Concept is completely over. And now I'm going for the, you can take screenshot if you need. Otherwise, I'm going for the next doubt. And that doubt in our homework question number 6. And I'm going to do there now. So fun doubt in student asked me question number 3, and then I'll go for 6. A snooker ball collides directly with an identical ball that is initially at rest. It means I will make it one before a collision and one condition after collision. Okay, hold on. Make sure both particles are same because okay, I erase it and I make it this kind of copy and I paste here and these two particles, and now I paste again, copy, and I paste after collision. Okay, so it's very clear. Let me write, check it. So he said initially rest. So one ball is coming towards the other ball, another ball at rest. Okay, the first ball, and make sure because snooker balls and all are identical, so all mass are same. Okay, because what is the mass of the one ball? Same the mass of second ball. It is never possible one small ball and one big ball. Always the masses of the ball in a snooker table always same. Okay, make sure about it. First ball has a speed reduced from 1.5 to zero point 0.2. You know what does mean? I repeat, first ball, which is after hitting, this is before hitting, this is after hitting. Okay, I mentioned here A ball. I mentioned here B ball, although he did not mention, but I am writing for me, okay, for myself. Okay, so he said first speed is reduced from, you know what does mean? It means the first ball speed will reduce from 1.5, become 1.0.2. So U1 is first 1.5 and U2 will become, sorry, V2. V1, sorry, V1 becomes zero point 0.2. I did not put direction where it move. It depends upon the question. And he's saying that continues to move in same direction. It means direction is not changing. He said now they move in same direction. Okay, show that the speed of the second ball after collision is this. I have to prove that v2 is unknown. I will find it and I must get answer 1.3. Now this velocity is confirmed 0. Why? Because stationary. Okay, now I will take mass, unknown mass, so I'm writing kilograms. Okay, you can put any number, even zero point 0.2, zero point 0.2, zero point 0.2, zero point 0.2, or no problem at all. So apply the formula. Formula is m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equals to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. So let's try to solve it. M times to this, it becomes 1.5 m. Okay, 0 into this, I think it's clear, goes away. So this into this, so it means zero point 0.2 times 2m, clear. And this is unknown, so I can mention here, this is we can say m time, so m times 2v2. Okay, now first of all, you can see clearly that this is 1.5. First of all, I will bring this on the left hand side. 1.5 m minus 0.2 m equal to m times 2v2. If you subtract these two value, I get a 1.3 m. And now this m is extra. This m will divide or cancel from both end. And Mabruk, Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen. The answer is coming, which he said, and which is totally matched with the required answer. I believe the point is very clear. Let's go for doubt number two. Yes. Now, question number six, I'm starting. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Two particles A and B have a masses 2 kilogram and 5 kilogram. So let me make a rough idea. So 2 kilogram and 5 kilogram. Okay, done. So this is 2 and 5. I just make it 2 kilogram and I'm writing here 5 kilogram. Okay. All right. He said here very clear A particle and B part. I made a little bigger. Okay. So I think you understanding why I make a little bigger. Anyway, so not a big trouble. Okay. So I just copy paste them, copy and paste here. And this is a why I'm pasting, because after collision, you know it very well, before collision and after collision. Okay, I make a line in the middle. This is before and that is after. That is after. Okay, hold on. Read a statement, please. This kind of work I request you, please do always, especially in these kind of questions. Yeah, immediately after, before collision, a speed of the speed A has a speed 6. A has a speed 6. So I'm making arrow here and speed is 6. So 1 minute, please. Speed is 6. Slightly down and slightly down. Okay. This speed is U1 is equals to 6. Okay. And I repeat, A has a speed 6, B has a speed 3. Okay. And B has speed 3, and they collide. Common sense. It has two options. Same direction they're moving, opposite direction moving. So I just first said it at the same direction. Same direction means both are going right side. This is called same. Initially, he mentioned that word. Initially, they are traveling in same direction. Part number two, I will return this arrow because they are moving opposite direction. But I'm discussing the part number A first. Okay, what is speed of the B particle? He mentioned 3. So I'm writing here U2 u2 is equal to 3. Okay, this idea is clear. Now he's saying what? Find the speed of the combined particles after the collision. The word this is, the new word for you. His word is how to pronounce coalesce. Okay, coalesce means what? When they become two particle and they are together moving like this, but they will combine. This particle is going to meet together and they will become one particle. They will behave as a one particle. So this is called combining the particle. So what is it I'm going to do now? So this particle I drag and become a one particle. Okay, and I'm just showing you. Wait a minute, please. And I'm going to show like that. They are behaving like a one particle. I mean, they will move like a one particle now. Okay, so they will move one particle. So common sense, where they will hit together, so it will move right side. Common sense. Okay, this is a combined speed now. No v1, no v2. Okay, make sure. So v1 is also v and v2 is also v. Make sure, because they will behave as a one particle. Okay, for example, I give idea always like this one small boy is here and one man is coming from behind. Okay, or you can say a special kind of tool equipment. Okay, or we can say when he will come, so he will pick him up, and the second stage, what will happen? This boy will be a part of that together. Okay, and they will go together. They will go together. They will become a one particle. Okay, they will be. So same story here. I hope so. You got a point. So what is the formula? Now I'm going to discuss, and I think so. Diagram is very clear, and I will drag this whole diagram up. Okay, and now I'm going to make equation. Equation is very clear, students. M1 u1 plus m2 u2 equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Okay, m1 is what? 2 into 6, so I got a 12. Make sure I will keep my observer's eye here, but luckily all going away, all positive. Okay, m2 u2, 3 into 5, I get 15 directly. Okay, so what is there? Because they're behaving as a combined particle, so not 2 and 5. Say 2 plus 5, 7. So 7 into v becomes 7v. And I believe you got the idea. And this is becoming 27 equal to 7v. And v becomes, let me divide it, calculator, 27 divided by 7. My answer is coming here 3.86 after rounding. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. This is part number 1. Part 1 done. Alhamdulillah. Part A, sorry, not part A1. Part A. So I believe first part is very, very clear. Okay, and if you want to take screenshot, student, you can take it. Otherwise, I'm going for the part number 2. So let's go for part number 2. Yes, student. Now let's go for the part number B. Part number B, he said initially they are moving. Initially they are moving what? They are moving in opposite direction. So it means the opposite direction means this direction will be reverse. Opposite. This is called opposite direction. And now interesting part, only one. Common sense, multiply. 6 twos are 12. So this is 12. I'm writing here. 5 threes are 15. I'm writing here. But it's going backwards, so I will write here negative. So negative. Common sense, this is a -3. It means the net effect most probably will be backwards. I repeat my words. This is 12 coming from here. This is 15, but -15. And negative, all of you know, it is going back to observer. It shows that this arrow, it will be not on the right hand side. No, this will be left hand side. Okay, so this arrow, I am writing this backwards. So common sense, how I guessed, I repeat again, because the net effect is -3 is bigger this way, so most probably this whole component will come backwards. Okay, even suppose you take this v, so net answer will become negative. It means arrows backwards. Okay, so I have taken this negative already. So let's see what answer comes. So I'm going to do now this question myself. 6 twos are 12. You know it very well. 3 fives are 15, but make sure this negative. Okay, so this is negative. So I will take it -15. Why -15? Because 3 is negative, because going back to observer. Okay, equals to this is a together, 5 plus 2 7, but 7 times 2 -v. Okay, so I got -3 equal to -7v, and v becomes -3 by -7. And finally, what I'm getting answer, let me check. So I'm getting 0.426 meter per second. And why I get a positive value here, very interesting part. Why I get a positive? Because I took already negative. It means I give an example. Let's say you don't take negative sign. Okay, students, you don't take negative sign. Look, I do that part even. So what answer coming from left side is coming -3. But this I don't take right. I assume I don't know the net effect is left side or right side. Suppose I'm ignorant. I don't know. So I take right hand side. So right hand side will be positive 7V. So when I got a positive 70 student, I get negative 0.426. And this negative represents that this is going backwards. And I believe you got my point. So if I guessed before the question that system is going backward, that is why I got a positive answer. And positive into negative give you negative. Even I assume the right hand side, it is giving me negative sign. I believe you got the point for B part very clear. So do the above way or the below way, no problem at all. And now I'm going for the next question. Yes, student, after textbook question, we came now on totally on past papers. So all you please take your time. The 4 mark question, it came in June 2021, 43. We're in question number 1. All people do this question. I'm going to pause the recording. Make sure he asking 2 possible values of speed after collision. Okay, maybe both are moving same direction, maybe both are moving opposite direction. So make sure about the question and please in both options because he asking 2 possible values. So most probably there are 2 ideas. Okay. So 4 mark question. Please make diagram in both and write data. I'm going to pause the recording. Take your time, please. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, student. You taken a reasonable time. I'm starting now. All of get ready. So let's read a question. Particle P of mass 0.4 kilogram and particle Q of mass 0.5 kilograms are free to move on a smooth horizontal plane. Okay, it's very clear. And P moving directly towards each other. P and Q moving each other with speed mentioned. Okay. After P collide, the speed of Q after P. Okay, it means there are 2 options we have. Okay, and so let's discuss that point first of all. So we have a. I will discuss here. So first of all, I take this particle. So look at here, and I'm going to copy. And inshallah, I believe you will understand. I'll copy here. Okay. And I mentioned here, this is a particle P, there's a particle Q, zero point 0.4 kilograms, 0.5 kilograms. Okay. So, okay. And there's a one condition. Okay. Then I copy and I paste here. This is a before collision. And here I'm going to make it after collision. And you understand very well what I'm saying. So before collision is here and after collision is here. Okay. After this, what's the condition? He said that P and Q are moving towards each other, right? So it means they are traveling to each other. Hold on, let me read again. Question. Okay. He said P and Q directly moving towards each other. Correct. It means this is a situation we have. I just show you here. They are moving to each other. Okay, and what is speed? Each other, and U1 is coming 2.5. He mentioned here, and U2 is actually 1.5. He mentioned here. Okay, after P and Q collide, the speed of Q is twice. The speed of Q is 2 times than speed of P. So let's say speed of P is x, and speed of Q will become 2x. I repeat, the speed of Q become double. Speed of Q become double. Then the speed of P. I think all people understanding. Okay. Now, interesting part we have one. So after collision, what is the situation we have? Okay. So if you can understand from here even that if I multiply these 2 values because observer's eye is confirmed here, and you know it very well what I will do it. So all values going backward, I will take a negative velocity. Okay. So one thing is very clear. Now, problem is that if I check it 0.4 into 2.5, I'm getting here 1. And if I check 1.5 into zero point 0.5, I'm getting here 0.75. So it means this is, we can say that Mass into velocity, I think momentum is bigger. This momentum is smaller. So naturally, we can guess from here that net effect, they both will move on the same direction. So they move this way. I assume this way. Okay. So let's answer now. Formula is very clear. M1 U1 plus M2 U2 equals to M1 V1 plus M2 V2. So M1 is what? 0.4, and U1 is what? 2.5. M2 is what? 0.5. And U2 is what? Negative 1.5. M1 again 0.4 times 2x. M2 V2 is become 0.5 times 2x. Okay, if I type left hand side, 0.4 times to 2.5 and plus 0.5 times to negative 1.5, and its value is coming, left hand side is 0.25 and right hand side I got 1.4x. If I divide by 1.4, my answer is coming with me. It will go down and divide, and final answer I'm getting 0.1785. But you know the rule, 3s up, I need this, I don't want. So if I don't want 5, I will add 1 and 8. So it becomes 1.789 meter per second, because he was asking that what is a speed of the particle, and I'm writing here particle of the p particle he's asking. So p is the x, because look, two possible values of speed of p asking. P. So p is x. Make sure if he asks you q, then I must multiply into 2. But now only p is asking. The velocity of the p particle, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen, done. Part number 1 done. Now I'm going to do second
So they're
condition.
asking two possible values.
Okay, so get ready now. I'm now condition number 2. I copy the whole idea. Okay, I'm copying number, better copy the formula even. No, it saved my time. Okay, so I copy the whole thing and copy, and I paste here. But the second situation, what we have, second situation, students, I'm going to address you regarding, because he said that two possible values, and this is my first possible value. And now, second possible value is what? How? Maybe because this is my judgment only that this will move same time. Maybe they will move because you know what happens, common sense. When a lighter particle hit with a bigger particle, two options we have. I repeat my words. Lighter particle hit a bigger particle. Sometimes they move right hand side same, or sometimes what happens when smaller particle hit the bigger particle. So bigger particle moves this way, but smaller will go backwards. Rebound. It rebounds sometime. It depends upon the smaller and bigger masses. Okay. So now before I discuss this condition, okay, students, now I'm discussing this condition. Hold on, I show you. So this condition, this means first condition I showed, after hitting they move in the same direction, right hand side. But now I'm discussing, because one smaller and one bigger mass, because sometimes you can see that, for example, a ball and a bat. Okay, ball and a bat. So what happens then if ball will hit and will go back? So because ball is smaller mass and bat is a bigger mass, so that is why it go back. Same situation here. So this behaving as a bat and this behaving as a ball. I think you got my point. That is why this arrow will reverse only. Look at here. This arrow will reverse only. Remaining all arrows remain same. It will go 100% right side. This condition will not change according to question. Now I can plug in the values. It means the left hand side, what the answer I got, 0.25, will not change. 0.4 into 2.5 plus zero point 0.5 into negative 1.5. So left hand side I got 0.25, which I got a same here. But above is some difference is there. How difference? This is going backwards now. So I will write here x times 2, sorry, zero point 0.4 times 2, I'm into v. 0.4 times 2 negative x. Why I put negative x? You know it very well. It going backward direction. So 0.5 into 2x. And I think now we got it well. So this is 1, and this out of 1.4 gone, so 0.6x. And if I divide 0.25 by zero point 0.6, my answer is coming with me is 0.417 meter per second. And he was asking speed of what? Speed of p particle. And speed of p particle is this. And you can ask me, sir, It is because itself I took a negative sign. That is why it's going backward, and that negative is just for going for backward, and its magnitude is 4.17. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. I hope so. The concept of the question is completely over. And if you want to take a screenshot of the whole page, then I'll go for next question. Yes, student, do one favor. This is another question from the worksheet, question number 12 in worksheet, but October 2020, 43 variant question number 4. And he said that is almost same story. We just finished, two concepts. So two possible values of the loss in kinetic energy occlusion. So loss of kinetic energy. What is kinetic energy? Formula basically have m v square. And loss, how to find loss of kinetic energy is a very clear, half mv square minus half mu square. So this is a this is a after collision, this speed is after collision, and this is before collision. This is a very clear idea. So you will try this question first, you try this yourself, and please make diagram. Okay, and again he asking two possible values. It means you have two scenarios, two conditions. Okay, one condition here, I'm not, and one condition here. I'm not going to discuss this question. Okay, you do yourself. So condition number 1 and condition number 2. In both options, you will find the speeds, and then you find out the loss in kinetic energy. So take your time, and then I will do this question myself. Yes, student, I'm sure you've taken a good time and practice. In case of difficulty, don't care. I'm going to do now, inshallah, myself. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Two small smooth spheres AB are equal radii of mass 4 and m kilograms. Okay, clearly given here. Lie on a smoke. Okay, let's start. Initially, okay, let me make a diagram here because it's a very important. Diagram is the most important thing in this question, especially. So I make it here. Okay, what is the first particle A, second particle B? Okay, I write it here better too because I need a space. So AB. Okay, and mass of the A is a 4 kilogram mentioned clearly. Mass of B is a m kilogram mentioned clearly. Okay, he says very clear that initial. Okay, I think now I make it a copy and paste in here. Copy and I paste here. Okay. All right. Now come back. Okay. According to situation, he says what? Initially, B is at rest. B is at rest. So U2 is equals to 0. A is moving toward B with the speed 6, speed 6. Okay. This U1 is actually 6, and 100% is going right hand side. After collision A, it moves speed 1.5 and B moves 3. But he did not mention which directions, but no problem. We'll plan, inshallah. So this is, I have one idea. First of all, maybe they are moving both right hand side. Okay, so I take this idea first of all. And speed of, this is given V1 is equal to 1.5 mentioned clearly. V2 is 3 mentioned clearly. Okay, now let's try to solve, and you know it very well. I always make this observer's eye, okay, to check it sign positive or negative. Luckily here, no problem here. Okay, and this is before collision, and that is after collision. Before collision and after collision. Okay, I assume that m is smaller than 4. How come? If m is smaller than 4, so both will go right hand side. It is a very clear plan. So this I take in option number 1. Okay, formula is very clear. M1 U1 plus M2 U2 is equals to M2 V1 plus M2 V2. So 6 into 4, I get 24. I save my time. 0 into M, I get 0 here. 1.5 into 4, we got a 6 directly. 3 times 2m, I get here 3m. 6 goes and subtract from there, I get 18, and 3m and m, I'm getting here 6 kilograms. I got it. Now, but he said, no, don't give me mass. Give me the two possible values of loss of kinetic collision. So I'm looking for kinetic energy. Here I'm finding kinetic energy before collision, and then I'll go for after collision, and then I will subtract them. Kinetic energy formula, basically, you know, half mv square. And problem is this is 0, so no need, but this I will find it. Half m is 4, v is 6. So if I find it, so it get what? 36 times to 272 comes. So 72 joules. So this is a very clear. So now I'm finding kinetic energy after collision. So half mv square, I'm do directly mv square. So 4 1.5 square plus half into mv square. M is 6 and 3 square. So let me calculate it. So 2 times to 1.5 square and plus 3 times to 3 square. And I am getting here 31.5 joules. And loss of kinetic energy. So this is smaller, this is a bigger. It's a very clear and obvious is a loss. So but don't say this minus this. Okay, loss itself means negative. So I will subtract 72 minus 31.2. So alhamdulillah rabbil alameen, and I believe you got the point very clear. And my first answer is coming with me 40.5 joules. The first loss in first scenario. Now let's go for second condition. And second condition, I will make this diagram. Hold on, I will take this diagram, and I think so. I take full to save my time. Copy and paste. And you can't do this kind of thing in exam anyway. So this is option number two. Option number two. Okay. So option number two, you can say students, m is not less. M is more than 4. If m is more than 4, common sense. So what happens? Smaller mass with a bigger mass. I given this example many times. Whenever there's a bat, okay, bat, if ball hits with that bat, slightly go back and ball will reverse. It depends upon their masses differences and speed as well. So I will reverse this direction, and that is why I arrow is backwards. So this is backward. And look at here, this mass is rest. 100% after hitting, this will go right hand side. No excuse about this direction. But this direction can be forward or backward, depend upon the mass of the B particle. So now this is backward and negative, you know it very well. So M1 U1 means 6 times to 4 is 24. 0, no need to calculate. But make sure here negative. So 4 times to I'm just show once because sometimes get student issues. Okay, 3 times to m. This is coming negative 6. Negative 6 goes there. I get negative 6 become plus 6, 30, and 3 divide m becomes 10. I'm saving my time and space. That is why. So now, student, I'm going to do the same story once again, before and after. So before and after. So this whole diagram I'm going to copy from here, and I'm going to do it here. Now space may be issue, but anyway, I will try to manage inshallah. Okay. Now, common sense, before it remains same. It is not changing. After it changing. How changing? Only half mv squared is not again changing. Changing is what? Only because mass change for the second particle, and it will change. Okay, here 10 into 0, 0. So that is why I'm not writing here. So only one change comes here. That student is what? So half mv square. M means 10. So 10 into 3 square. And now I calculate half. It means 2 times to 1.5 square plus 5 times to 3 square. And I am getting 49.5 joules. Then what is the loss? So loss in kinetic energy is 72 minus 49.5. If I subtract, so my answer is coming 22.5 joules. So I believe the point is very clear. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. The question is completely over. And now I'm giving homework. Yes, student, homework today is question number, first of all, this last question 6. We just done now. Oh, sorry, no, not 6, number 12. I think, well, let me find out which question it was. I done just now, 12. So question number 12 must redo. No excuse at all. Otherwise, you will not get a proper benefit. And homework is 6, 9, 10, 12. I'm not giving huge homework, only 4 questions. 1 redo and 3 new questions. Inshallah, 2 more classes. I will try to, because in this worksheet, there are total 18 questions. Look, I show you total 18 question which covering till October 2022. Okay, so we will try our best to cover as maximum as possible. So see you tomorrow for next class. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.